Welcome back. Watch till the end of this video to understand why believers should eat healthy and why eating healthy is actually really good for your soul. Thanks for watching to my returning viewers, and if you're new here, do subscribe and hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I post a new video. I make videos about holistic topics with now a new direction focusing on health and nutrition, and sometimes, if you're lucky, an Islamic perspective. As a wife and mom of 3 kids, I have had to learn and unlearn a lot of health choices. After years of struggling to understand what is healthy, years of struggling to learn how to cook, and literally trying almost every single diet under the sun, I have finally figured it out. Eventually, I went on to become a certified culinary nutrition expert. I've hosted workshops and even created an online course that helps clients take control over their diets and learn to eat healthy for life. Taqwa. This can be translated to piety, piousness, closeness to God, self-restraint, or love or fear of God. There's many descriptions for this. It's a goal for all believers to increase their taqwa throughout their life. They may think that the closer they get to God, the easier your struggles become, when in reality, they get a lot more intense. Today, I want to talk about a different approach and direction to achieving higher taqwa. This is on a topic that I am passionate about, something that I preach daily, I live daily, and even have an online course about. This is by increasing your taqwa through your health. Being careful and conscious of your environment, of toxins, of health, your food, and nutrition. Now, according to Islam, you should be avoiding things that are harmful to your soul. Things like backbiting or eating meat that has not been slaughtered according to Islamic law. And you should be encouraged to do things that are beneficial for your soul. Things like performing and staying on wudu, making dua and saying Bismillah before you do everything. Now, similar to taking care of your soul, this also applies to your body. Doing things that are harmful to your body are also prohibited. Things like intentional injury, committing suicide, drinking alcohol, these are all things that are harmful to your body. But we also need to understand that there's a lot of food and health and lifestyle choices that we make that are also harmful to our bodies. So similarly to doing things that are beneficial for our soul, we should be doing things that are beneficial for our body as well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our creator, has given us the intellect and the ability to understand our bodies, understand what is good and bad for it, but also the ability to be in tune with our bodies and our bodies to give us signals like severe symptoms when something is going wrong. Sometimes all we need to do is just listen to our bodies and understand we need to make some major health changes. Allah has also given us the freedom to make these choices, whether good or bad, for our body and for our health. Imam Ali alayhi salam has said that your cure is within yourself while you do not know, and your disease is from yourself while you do not understand. Imam Jabbar as-Sadiq alayhi salam has said, you have been made the physician of yourself. Ailments have been made clear to you, signs of health have been known to you, and you have been guided to the cure. Therefore, see what you can do for yourself. So this all seems very simple. If you just really self-reflect and be in tune with your bodies and the world around you, the solutions are really simple. I'll also read you a few other sources so that you can kind of see what I'm talking about. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, eating after you are full will cause vitiligo. He's also been reported to have said by Imam as-Sadiq alayhi salam that a believer eats in 1 gut while a disbeliever eats in 7 guts. Now this has been further explained by scholars, but I think you get the point. Luqman the wise alayhi salam has advised his son, my son, whenever your stomach is filled with food, your mind power will slumber. Your wisdom becomes dumb, and all parts of your body ceases to worship God. Prophet Jesus alayhi salam has said to the Israelites, O children of Israel, do not overeat, because people who overeat will sleep too much. And if you sleep too much, you won't perform your prayers properly. And if you don't perform your prayers properly, you will be of the unmindful. Now remember, taqwa means to be God conscious, meaning to be mindful. So the more you eat, the less taqwa that you have. And by eat, I mean overeat. It does not mean to have too little calories or to become anorexic or have any other eating disorder. Just only eat enough that you're not hungry. Comment below and let me know if you suffer from this and if you try your best to stop overeating, or if you're actually really good with it. You eat until you're full and that's it. Now I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to eat mindfully. This is from my course. It's just one part of it, but I'm going to share it with you here today. One is to make your first plate and wait 20 minutes before getting your second one. This gives your body the time to signal your brain that you're full if you are full. A lot of times we scarf down our food and we go and get a second plate of food and we scarf that down too. And then when we're done, we cannot move, we're lethargic. So if you have your first plate of food and you're still hungry, that's fine. Just wait 20 minutes and then reassess again if you do want that second plate or not. Tip number 2 is don't watch TV or screens while you're eating. There are studies that show that people who are distracted while they're eating actually tend to eat more because they're unable to pay attention to the signals of their body because they're so distracted and focused on what's going on the screen. Tip number 3 is to use your senses. So look at your food when you're eating. Again, don't look at a screen. Smell your food, taste your food, feel your food. This will allow your body to have an entire holistic experience with your food, and then even give some gratitude and think about where it came from and the entire process it took to come in front of you today to eat that. This will allow you to see food for what it truly is. It's power, it's energy. It isn't just some processed, prepackaged junk that you open up to eat so you can move on with your day. Because if you do that, you really give no attention to where it's coming from and the benefits it has to your body. So if you're more mindful of your food, you'll be more careful about what it is that you're putting into your body. As we know by now, the overall health of our bodies is greatly impacted by our diet and our lifestyle, including our food. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the healthier our bodies are, the greater our abilities to become more God conscious, closer to God, and increase our taqwa. We cannot flip the pages of the Quran and read it if we are suffering from arthritis in our hands. We cannot perform prostration and go down into sujood if our bodies are not able to bend from obesity. We cannot circulate the Kaaba if our legs are too weak from diabetes. We cannot fight the psychological warfares if our mental state is suffering from depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, and social media addictions. And we cannot fight in wars if our bodies are incapable of holding up the flags of resistance. So if your goal is to increase taqwa, then remember, yes, it's very important to avoid harmful things to your soul and increase things that are beneficial to your soul, but also avoid things that are physically harmful to your body and increase the things that are beneficial to your body. Let us become Muslims that are more holistic and learn from every aspect of the Holy Prophet and his family, so we can learn to become better for ourselves, for our families and society, but more importantly, to become closer to God. I hope you learned a thing or two that you're going to be able to apply to your life to increase your health and taqwa. Please remember me in your prayers. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you're going to do to increase your taqwa and eat more mindfully. And also let me know what other topics you'd like me to cover. Thank you for watching, and Assalamu alaikum.